Knight, the longest held of the three kidnapping victims, has been released from the hospital. Knight was rescued Monday along with Amanda Berry and Gina DeJesus. She was the first of the three women to be kidnapped back in 2002, and she was reportedly found in the worst state by police, but she is said to be in good spirits. Police say 52-year-old Ariel Castro repeatedly raped the women over a period of 10 years. With me now is Cleveland City Councilman Brian Cummins, who was at the homecoming of Gina DeJesus earlier this week. And Councilman, thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
Let's talk about the feeling in the community now that all three women are out of the hospital. I've also heard it said that there are many people who see that home behind you where all these atrocities took place and they want it gone.
Yes, of course. Yeah, those reports are true. We're getting reports from individuals that have heard from people that they want to see it gone. You know, there's been some arson threats, and we're dealing with it in the sense of where first the police, under the direction of police order, the property is being cordoned off with a 10-foot chain link fence right now. This is a procedure apparently to make sure that the property is protected for evidence purposes. But apart from that, the property began to fall into tax delinquency in 2010 and 2011. We were aware of that in terms of our records and tracking vacant properties, and the call to place it actually into foreclosure occurred in late 2012, and it took until just this May 3rd of 2013 it went into tax foreclosure. So there's actually an active tax foreclosure case on the property. Part of the problem with taking it down is that the city of Cleveland legally has to have control over the property, or if it was structurally in a place in which it showed to be unsafe, we could potentially take it down. It's too early to tell right now how long it will take before we will be able to demolish it, but that is what our hope is.
Yeah. What about the homecoming for Gina DeJesus this week? Because I know you were there. What was that like?
Pretty unbelievable. I mean, this whole situation is unbelievable, and the emotions. It's hard to describe. The joy, the anger, the frustration, I've said it all week. Self-guilt, everybody's wrapped up in a ball with emotion. It's just unbelievable. So, everybody, the picture of Gina's thumbs up, it was just incredible. Some people said, why did her mom make her do that? It's just an amazing situation that they were found alive and they're survivors. And yeah, the homecoming was just fantastic. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I know you're involved with this newly created Cleveland Courage Fund, which is helping the kidnapping victims rebuild their lives. Tell me about that.
Yes. Well, we've had enough experience with traumatic activities, myself and Councilwoman Donna Brady and Councilman Matt Zone. And, they've had relationships with the families for over a decade. They were in office when the abductions occurred, and they've maintained communications with them. They've been at vigils. They've said, knew that we needed to help them to the best of our abilities as possible. And we knew that this story was just going to take the country and, frankly, the world. And so we felt that if we could get that fund established as soon as possible and to get people to understand that their needs, God only knows what their needs are going to be. We're just awaiting information from their representatives in terms of what their immediate needs are. And we're looking at finalizing the legalities of the funds so that as soon as we hear officially from the families of their immediate needs, that we can begin dispersing funds.
Yeah, well,
but there's a lot of criticism initially that we had is why did you set it up if you're not ready yet? Well, I think, as I explained, we did it because we wanted to raise money and to help them to the best of our abilities.
And I think anyone who's interested will be able to log on, check it out, and once you guys are ready to get funding,
yes,
people will donate at that time. Anyway, thank you so much, Councilman Brian Cummins. I appreciate your time. Turning now to Washington, where the White House had a